Joyner Lucas ain't about to have none of your bullshit. Yep. Joyner Lucas is done with the games. Yep. Joyner Lucas ain't about to have no more disrespect put on his name. No more. He coming for all three of y'all. He coming for all three of y'all. Huh? Joyner said, listen, I may be new, but I up that rude, done. I may be new, but pop, what a relief it is, huh? First of all, let me start this off by saying shout out to everybody who's watching this right now. Huh? Almost to, 42,000 subs. We on the road to 50,000, huh? 50. Coming up the stereo. Hard to tell, though, because it's the flow. Eyes a little low, because it's the jaw. Anyway, we up, trying to up that 50 on them, Got that Lucky You Screwed Up is at 12,000 views. Might be 13, I'm not sure. Let's try to get that to 20, First goal was 10, we hit that easy. Let's get 20, man. Word up. New music coming. If you are not subscribed to the new live streaming channel, link will be in the pinned comment. It is your duty. It's your duty to subscribe to that. We're going live Monday. Oh, and today, we got a hell of a monthful podcast coming up. We're going to be talking about the whole Joyner Lucas, the whole Tory Lanez and Royce the 5'9" saga. You know what I mean? Because I was going to make a whole video because I've done a lot of videos on it. I was like, yeah, I'm about to be done doing it. Then I realized Royce responded. Royce said some more stuff last night that I missed. I was going to do a response on it, video myself, but I was like, nah, let me tag Motherfucker Prof in here. And we did that because that's getting more and more ridiculous every day, though. So let's get to the point. My bad. Thank y'all. By the way, shout out to everybody who's watching this and who's going to watch it to the end. I think I'm going to try to have a password at the end of the video. You know what I mean? Make sure you tune into the live stream on Monday because it's going to be the Christmas Eve live stream. I think I may be doing it, or it may be an earlier, excuse me. It may be an earlier live stream because I already know we got to go spend time with our families. That's, you know what I'm saying? Any holiday, I don't like to really live stream for a long time because whatever. So it might be an earlier live stream. If it's not early, it's going to be short. Because I usually do like an hour and a half. I might do like 45 minutes or something. And then we'll be back on the 26th. But anyway, I'm sorry for that intro. Sorry, a little long. A lot of stuff. Joyner Lucas ain't about to have no more of your disrespect. And guess what? I'm rocking with him. Matter of fact, with it. Y'all lucky I can't. Nigga, y'all lucky I can't find a machete. Y'all lucky I can't find a scrap. Man. Probably upstairs or something. Shoot, y'all lucky. So Joyner Lucas is not biting his tongue for no man. For nobody. He came out, had him a little episode yesterday. Had him a little ranty rant. Had him a little Kanye, My Life of Pablo tour rant on him. But you know what? Everything he was saying was actual factual, man. Actual factual. And I also think that someone like, I'm still looking for the machete. Someone like Joyner is the person who needs to say this. Because Joyner is the face of like new rap, new lyrical rap. Shout out to you, So Joyner's been getting interviewed a lot lately, as we know. And he's been noticing the disrespect that's been flying left and right. Bing, 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 bing. Now, he didn't call out any names. Actually, he did. Peter Rosenberg. Of course it's going to be someone from Hot 97. Peter Rosenberg. Bring your bald, wrestling-loving, weird, complex show. Claim to make Joe Budden's podcast. Cypher Sounds and You podcast. Used to be fired. They don't even do it anymore. Ass over here. Bring it over here. We need to talk. Is it true you was on your phone during the Joyner Lucas interview? I'm not even going to let you answer. Don't answer. Don't answer, nigga. Did you answer? I told you not to answer, nigga. I told you not to answer. Huh? Because I watched that joint. And unless I'm remembering it wrong, which I might be, don't get mad at me if I am Rosenberg. I probably am. But I think I remember watching and seeing you do that shit. Huh? You think Joyner's supposed to just take that disrespect because he knew? Huh? Let's read this article because Joyner's saying people are disrespecting his set, bro, while they're interviewing him, bro. And guess what, man? I gotta cover it because I know one day, my bad. One day, very soon, I'm gonna be up in these places too. It's gonna be because of y'all and y'all support. But we gotta read this whole article because we ain't gonna be taking none of this disrespect and all the labels or all the little what y'all call yourselves, little talking head shows, all the little this, that, and the third. I hate there's a glare. I don't understand why there's a glare on it right now. Hold on, I'm trying to fix that glare, y'all. I don't understand why there's a glare. God darn it. Okay. Let me get this out the way off top. There will be no disrespect when I'm up there. Huh? Listen. I'm way too petty, my G's. I love hip hop. But if I come up there, like I said in the Lucky You freestyle, what did I say? The media here I think they here to, the media amp niggas to do shit. I swear they're here just to flare confusion. Ebro can catch a contusion if he asks me anything other than music. Yeah, Lucky You freestyle. So listen, Joyner Lucas is fed up. Challenges lazy media types to be better. It's okay. They're gonna try to call you a diva. That's what they're gonna try to do. Just because you asked for the most simple thing. Hey, can you just respect me while you interview me, my G? Huh? Can you not be on your phone, son? While I'm talking, you asking, hey, so Joyner, how is it working with M? What is he doing, playing Candy Crush, nigga? Huh? You playing Peggle, my G? Huh? You just unlocked the new plan on Plant vs. Zombies? Is that more important? Let me not break up the the Temple Run session you having. Joyner Lucas throws Rosenberg under the bus for texting on the job. Now, some people might be like, all he did was text. Do you know how disrespectful that is? Would he do that during a Jay-Z interview? Nah. M interview? Nah. Even people lesser than him. And if your excuse is, well, he's not Jay-Z or M, then that goes to show you have never and you can never be a real human being. Because now you've implied that there's certain people who demand your respect. Like you're treating certain people like there aren't every human demands respect if they ain't doing nothing to disrespect you. And it's funny because I've seen Rosenberg show more respect to people who have blatantly disrespected him. So it's like, don't do that. All right. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to take a dig at Joyner or anyone else before assessing the situation. I don't even listen. Let me just say right now. Devin Chi, that was a weird sentence to open this up on. I'm gonna keep it up. What are you trying to say here? It wouldn't be appropriate for me to take a dig at Joyner or anyone before assessing the situation. Listen, if you don't understand that you're writing how you talk or something, I guess. But if I don't know what's going on, that is I'm literally caught up on that opening line because I'm like, wait, why in this situation would you be taking a dig at Joyner? What? And why are you why are you writing as if you don't know? You're writing like you're learning this in real time. Like, what do you mean it wouldn't be appropriate for me to take a dig at Joyner or anyone before assessing the situation? Nigga, you're writing the article. You have assessed the situation already. What are you doing? That is such a weird... Put in the comment section below if I'm the only one that thinks that's a weird intro, because that's writing like... That's like me writing... That's like me writing a movie review, a spoiler movie review, and my opening line is, man, I hope the ending is really good. It's like, nigga, you're not writing that as you watching the movie. What I would say is, this was a disappointing movie, or, man, it's sorry to say this was a disappointing movie, or, man, this was a great movie. That should be how you open it up or something. Don't pretend like, was that a cliffhanger, nigga? I just spit again, because I'm mad, my bad. That was just the first sentence. Yesterday afternoon was the moment Joyner Lucas spoke his piece about the regrettable encounters he had with shabby journalists since bubbling up. The following tweets are pretty straightforward. He doesn't throw anyone under the bus except for Peter Rosenberg, who was reportedly fiddling on his phone during an in-studio interview with Lucas this past year. Now, I definitely think homie who wrote this article is kind of trying to minimize how disrespectful that is. Fiddling on his phone. Fiddling on his phone, like, is to make people, like, feel like, oh, he was just messing with his phone. Nah, there's a different way to write that. It's more, yeah, you can say fiddling on his phone, or you could say purposely not giving his guest his undivided attention. You see how that sounds completely different? You see if I just said, that's like me hitting someone and be like, man, I just tapped him. And then that person probably tell it, for no reason you struck me. You see the difference? Stop being that way. So Joyner says, I've been watching a few artist interviews of 2018 with well-respected publications, radio shows, and radio personalities. I came to a conclusion. I'm all set with interviews. It seems like the agenda is to make us look crazy for ratings and views. Less is more. That's facts. That's big facts. I'm starting to see a lot of artists not doing interviews anymore. And if you really, really, really think of doing like an interview in 2019, 2018, it really doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. The reason why interviews were a thing before is because people didn't get access to their favorite artist. The only way that they could hear what their favorite artists think about something is if somebody else facilitated that. So companies sprouted up out of nowhere. Maybe not out of nowhere, but they sprouted up to facilitate those things. But at this point, if you got a phone and Wi-Fi, you can do the same thing. Matter of fact, I think artists aren't really fully embracing the independent thing if they are still relying on big publications. And I know, because I heard academics talk about this, like, you need us because we're the big publications that will interview you. And it's like, nigga, you only became a big publication. That's the trickery that people will try to give people, especially up-and-coming artists, where you don't realize that logic is a dog chasing its tail. Because, bro, you're only a big, yes, you're the big platform complex. But if every artist that you ever interviewed would have not interviewed, if you don't have the Yachty moment, if it would have just been, yeah, you guys built up something, but it would not have mattered as much for the interviews. So it's the people, the artists who are making it relevant in the first place. What you're saying, what you should be saying is, we got here first. But what artists don't realize, if you buy into that, you don't realize, like, bro, okay, if you started using if y'all start using your YouTubes, you start using your Instagrams, I say YouTube over Instagram, but y'all start using your Instagrams and interviewing yourselves, your YouTubes to interview yourselves, you're literally controlling the narrative, you're making the money off of it, you're not being, like, I'll put it this way. If Travis Scott's YouTube channel, or his Vivo channel, if Travis Scott picks one of his fans who's a journalist, because I guarantee you he has millions of, I'm not millions, hundreds of thousands of journalist fans. You could even post somebody who's fresh out of college. Boom, you get a good camera, you set that up, you put the camera on him and you have him ask the questions. Throw in a few tough questions in there too, but don't ever try to mess yourself up. Listen, the reason why these publications are so big is because they're trying to get viral moments. Create your own viral moments, man. It's really, and even if, because I'll put it right now, Kodak Black interviewing himself will get the same or more views than this Hot 97 interview. Matter of fact, the only reason this Hot 97 interview has the views it has is because of the moment that Kodak created. Ebro kind of tried to start that moment, but Kodak, by walking out, is the one who created the moment. So if you would have done that yourself, maybe you won't walk out yourself, but hey, do it. Have your own interview set up and act like you walk out of your own thing. It don't matter. This is what these dudes doing anyway to trick us. Sorry, that's for any up-and-coming artist. That's important. For the big artists, I'm telling you right now, if next year all interviews are done by artists, and I know it's going to suck because you're like, oh, well, then no tough questions. These niggas don't ask tough questions anyway. The era of the tough question is gone. The people that we act like ask tough questions are like the Charlemagnes. That's about it. And the Joes, maybe. But I'll put it this way. If you've ever seen a Joe Budden interview, he is not the person who he is outside of the interview. He doesn't even talk about the artist the same way. So he's not a tough-hitting interviewer. He's a horrible interviewer. It's the fact is that the Pusha T interview is so good because it's Pusha T. If Pusha would have uploaded that same shit on his channel with his niggas, look at what LeBron did. LeBron and Drake did. You think, man? Matter of fact, y'all could be interviewing yourselves and sell it off to HBO, sell it off to Amazon, sell it off to Netflix. Like, come on, bro. Stop. These Hot 97 don't even get views like that anymore. That Breakfast Club is one thing. Hot 97, like, bro, y'all niggas, in a year of doing your own interviews, you will build an audience and a base who cares more, who will get you more views than the Hot 97 show. I promise you. I promise you. Sorry. Y'all got to pay attention to the trickery. Either nobody did their research. This is what Jordan said. Either nobody did their research or they ask a silly question they should know already. Or they blindsiding the artist with questions about uncomfortable situations. They even do ish like texting while on the phone. Peter Rosenberg did that to me. That left a bad taste. And then the interviewer, the hot new hip hop person said, in some respects, it's almost as if he's judging, as if he's just using the Twitter platform as an open call to journalists to be better practice after practice, without ruling out flip side of the argument. Other than Peter Rosenberg, we don't know who the culprits are, and doesn't seem to matter. Those who did Lucas dirty will feel it in their gut. The posts aren't necessarily aimed at general public, even though the repercussions of a media boycott will clearly be felt by those deep lying fans. No, it won't. A media boycott could be a boycott of the media. Doesn't mean you boycott information. Like, dog, people be just saying things. How? Like, do you know the most Joyner Lucas news I got this year was off Joyner Lucas's Instagram? Did you care that Peter Rosenberg or Ebro or Joe Budden or Charlemagne wasn't there while Tory Lanez and Joyner were going back and forth? Did we need that? Did we need Nadeska to moderate? Like, people just say things and don't think. A media boycott is not a boycott of information to your fans. A media boycott is that you are not going to be the one that owns the information. You are not going to be the one who puts out the information. You are not going to be the one who sets up the questions. My bad. This conundrum is very sympathetic of a rapper trapped inside and polarizing debate with no solution in sight. I mean, there's definitely a solution in sight. I was told it was pretty much as what Joyner said. Much mandatory for artists to show the respect and stop by the stations to give interviews if they release music. If you do that, then the station's going to play your ish. But it comes with a price, I'm saying. These N-words even instigating beefs and drama. Fact. In 2019, I'm going to need them to do better. Stop putting artists in uncomfortable situations for ratings. Not everyone is Charlemagne the God. Thank you. We know what we walking into with him. We are prepared. Not everyone is Charlemagne. SMH, do your research too before you have someone up there. Everybody's trying to be Charlemagne. And then Hot New Hip Hop said, if you battle Tory Lanez, win or lose, you're up against his legion of fans, not just his lyrical prowess. If the media manages to make a spectacle out of the situation, well, we're back at the chicken and egg paradox, aren't we? No, nigga. I'm not even gonna censor. No, nigga. Are you dumb? Listen. Devin Chi, are you stupid, nigga? You like, and here's the thing is you can clearly tell, since this is a media outlet that does interviews, he's gonna have that bias. That's the point. There's gonna be an agenda anyway. There's gonna be a slant and a bias anyway. Why should you own the bias? What are you talking about? Well, if Tory Lanez, win or lose, is up against his legion of fans, not just his local prowess, well, if the media manages to make a speculation, aren't we the chicken versus the egg? No. No. Because believe it or not, the people going to still be most invested are going to be the Tory Lanez fans and the Joyner Lucas fans who watch these publications. There's nobody who didn't care about Tory Lanez before that a Hot 97 interview made them care. What? I know you're trying to protect your job, Devin. You a writer. You a little not thinking. I see you. You try to protect your job. But as an artist, the chicken chasing the egg? No, that's not even what we're talking about. That's not even what we're talking about. Nigga, are you dumb? It's basically like, it's not the chicken or the egg. It's more like, who lays the egg? Who lays the egg? Why should I hire you to lay the egg? If the egg is going to be laid anyway, and I'm a chicken, shouldn't I just lay the egg? Wouldn't that be a better metaphor? It's not about where's the root of the problem. We know there's going to be a problem. We know there's going to be a bias, especially in battles. That's been that way since before publications. Let's not even talk about a rap. You don't think that in Detroit, if they're telling a story about one of the Detroit Lions or the team in general, you don't think there might be a little bit more sway on there than in the Chicago newspaper? So then why should Detroit, because there's going to be a bias either way, why should Detroit go to Chicago newspaper and tell them to talk about the Detroit news? You see what I'm saying? Because I know you could be like, well, because they're going to give an unbiased. No, they're not. That's a myth. There's no such thing as an unbiased. There's no such thing. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. But in Lucas' defense, he's probably walking away from the media so he can let the dust settle and resume his musical career free of tabloids. I'm with Joyner on this one for what it's worth. The for-profism can really summon the ugly sense of, I mean, you don't sound like you're on Joyner Lucas' side. I feel what you're saying, but the opening line was, that was a dumb bar. That opening bar would have fell on crickets. Don't open your round with that. Don't open. That's like more of like halfway through your second, you drop that bar. You know what I mean? Joyner said, I'm not itching on radio publications. Don't get my word confused. I just feel they need to understand that if I'm waking up at 6 a.m. to go to your publication and talk to you, show respect. Stop looking at artists like they need y'all. It's 2019. We control our own fan bases. Amen. That's what I'm saying. We have more control than ever. I think artists are slowly starting to realize certain things that we were just taught to do, like go to radio stations. Publications aren't needed. This might hurt me in the future. Publications aren't needed. Publications are only needed to subvert time. Joyner Lucas, we'll just do a, what's it called? Little test, right? Little test, right? Let me see something. All right, let's do a little test. Devin Chi, if you see this video, let me show you how unimportant or how everybody's been tricked. Okay. This is a publication, Hot New Hip Hop. writing a story about Joyner Lucas, right? This story right now has 7,000 views, all right? 7,000 views, but only 13 thumbs up, 13 thumbs down, and 30 comments. Now, you can't really even judge views on a publication's page because they control what a view is. A view can literally be somebody scrolling through. A view for an article isn't the same for a view as a movie or a video or a song. You click it, you hear something will go. I could click on this and look at the picture and click off, and it's going to be considered a view. So there's only 13 people thumbs up, 3 people thumbs down, and 30 comments. Altogether, let's pretend they're all different people. That is what? 46? That is 46 interactions on this article. 46. Because that's 7,000. We throw that number away. That don't mean anything. Let's just look at the interactions, because you can't fake that. One tweet from Joyner Lucas alone has 2,273 hearts. Those are interactions. Do you think Joyner needed a publication to get this message across? So if he didn't need a publication to get this message across, and if his Twitter, more people interacted with it than this article, doesn't that kind of say his point? Just think about it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this video to be this long. I didn't want it to be, but this is something that's really important to me. I had to rant. I had to get this off. If you watch this all the way to the end, put in the put in the comment section. Put in the comment section, Barty. Put Barty, like Cardi with a B, because that's my future. Put Barty in the comment section. Love y'all. Yo, artists, wake up. Publications, wake up. We don't need y'all. Not as much.